is heavy friending. I'm friending you so hard. An alliance slowly forming, like a boner in my heart. So if you wanna fucking friend me, better give me all you got. No, I don't take this lightly, cause it's heavy, heavy friending.
There is an eagle flying. Yeah!
Hey, listeners, it's Laura Lee Bishop here, sitting with Joe Barlow, my co-host.
Bing bong.
My co-host of Heavy Friending.
I was thinking about co-host today.
Okay.
And I think we should outlaw the term.
So what should it just be?
Hosts.
Yeah, but if I'm referring to you and I'm a host, what am I going to say?
You're
My host? No, you're not my host.
My host. Yeah.
You kind of are my host right now.
My other host.
I'm
What do you
your
mean by that?
host. Well, I'm going to get
your
into
host?
it. I'm going to get into it a little later. I'm going to explain that later.
Oh, like sort of like a you have a tapeworm.
Yeah,
And I'm the
yeah.
host and you're leeching
Well, no, I'm
off
the
of
host.
me.
I'm the
Oh,
host.
then you're the host. I'm leeching on you?
You'll see. You're
Okay.
you're in me.
I have a tapeworm, by the way.
People buy them and eat them so they can lose weight.
Well, I'm trying. It's almost bikini seas.
I know, and it's came really fast, and I'm not ready.
I think, and this is just a theory, I think I look not as good because I think I'm like not in great shape, but I'm also very pale. And I think when you combine them, it's really bad. Like, I think if I was...
Do you think this is a new, original thought? That being really pale and out of shape looks bad? Do you think you just came up with that?
really pale and that hurts when you say
said
it.
those things.
No, I didn't. I didn't say really pale and out of shape. I think I was very delicate. I was like, I don't look the way I want to look.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, you're fat and stupid and ugly and white. But that's
But you can
just
go
an
really
original
far with
thought.
those attributes today.
What's up?
Fat, stupid, ugly, and white.
Oh, I guess I think I know
Yeah. It's a good combination.
who you're talking about.
Yeah. Just this. Well, he's not that white though.
Well, it's going to be
More
interesting
orange.
as this
Underneath it all.
as this country changes. You and I, as white people, if I can judge you correctly,
Yeah.
we might be, like the last of our kind.
You'll be the last. I'm a woman.
That's true. I'll live for a long time.
I'm a woman.
What do you mean?
We're still the most. You know what's fucked up? I was just thinking about this today. Well, actually,
got
yesterday.
mad real quick.
Well, this pisses me off. So I've been on a real reading kick lately, Joe.
I know you brag about it. You're like, I
been
read
reading-
Harry Potter. I'm like, talk to
He's mad because
school
he's
Joe.
mad because he's a Slytherin, and it's very apparent. That's the Slytherin coming out. It's very bitter.
Laura
and,
texted me. She's
competitive.
like, I can't believe Dumbledore died. And I'm
Okay,
like,
whoa,
I was
spoiler
like,
alert.
What are you talking about?
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Everyone's seen and read.
I hadn't.
I know.
So imagine if I were me, but not me, because I would be hosting the podcast. But if I were a listener and you just ruined the fucking
ship
book for me.
has sailed. The hippogriff has left the building.
Spoiler
The house
alert, guys.
elf
I'm really
has
sorry.
received
I'm
the
really sorry
sock.
about that. Let me just say, I didn't see the movies. Because guess what?
We know.
I only saw a couple of them and they are bad because I've been watching them.
No.
Joe, now I will say this.
The later ones. are
I
good.
loved the books. I cried my eyes out multiple times while reading them. I thought they were wonderful. I was sad when they were over. I have now watched the movies because I read the books. I was like, oh, I'll watch the movies. They're not good.
The early ones aren't good.
No, the fucking Order of the Phoenix was horrible.
I don't remember them.
I was going to give a spoiler. I'm not going to give it. When a certain someone dies in that one.
You just said the first part of his name.
Well, they didn't know that. They didn't know I was. See, if you had never read the books, you wouldn't have known I was saying the first part of his name. But now you have indicated that I was saying the first part of his name to the people, and now they're going to know when they listen back.
I think people know that the first part of the name is the first thing you would say. I don't think
No,
I
they
gave
don't know. They wouldn't know. See? I didn't even say that much. I said, I said,
you did. You said
I
it.
said,
We can play it back.
we
but-
can't play it back, but I don't want to play
Right,
it back
'cause
because I
it'll
know I'm
prove the
telling the truth. Anyway, My point is, when
You're
that
reading.
scene happened
Oh, okay.
in the book, I cried.
Okay, great.
When I watched the movie, I laughed. He's going slow motion, no! And they're holding him back, and this horrible ass dramatic music is playing, and it was like a fucking cliche. Those movies are not good.
Okay.
They're bad.
Anyway,
And that's been Laura's
pissed
take
today.
Yeah.
Okay, you read other books.
Yeah. So I just started Oh, wait. So I had jury duty yesterday.
Okay, I thought we were talking about books, but
It's very
is it
involved.
related?
Yeah, because you don't have shit to do.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
You don't have shit to do
It's a
in
book
jury.
about jury duty.
No, it's not, but sort of on theme.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever read that one?
I think so. Now that movie.
It's a good movie.
Oh, okay, you
It's
do
a
know.
good movie.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I like that one. When dies in that one, it's horrible.
You said the full name.
No, so I had to go to jury duty, and I just want to say for the record, it was a motley crew in there. Okay.
In the sense that they were drums and
There were
guitars.
Yeah. Somebody was soloing, the judge was soloing.
and long hair.
There were like 43 of us. And I already knew there were going to be issues, right? It could have been a movie. I walk in, I go check in with the front desk, and there's this guy there right off the bat. He walks in and he's like, there's no seats because we're about to go in, and people should have been there already. And anytime somebody new comes in, he's like, ma'am, there's a seat right here. Ma'am, there's a seat right. He was like the guy that had the chivalry guy, you know? Oh, ma'am, here, come with me. There's a seat right here. Like he was just going to fucking nut all over the place over giving a lady a seat.
Did he have a handkerchief?
No, he was wearing like a fishing shirt. He had dyed his gray fucking white old man hair to a pitch black ass color along with his mustache. And he looked like a fucking idiot.
He's a motley crew.
The second we get in there with the judge, he needs to approach the bench. So
Oh, I want to approach the bench. Oh, I wish I could.
she made him go sit back down. She was like, no, we're good.
We don't.
Please.
Don't let
I
that
have
happen.
I have a seat, sir. I'm fine. I have a seat. No, and then we went around
female
the room.
judge.
Let
He
me
must
tell
have been
you.
excited.
Oh, he was like, "Ma'am, sit down." He should have been a bailiff. All rise. No, he was horrible. And then I was the last. I was like number 40. So they basically said to me, "We're never going to pick you for the jury." I'm like,
Oh,
"Why
cool.
do I have to be here though?"
Yeah.
Like, so I didn't get to. Everybody's asking questions like, "How do you guys feel about chiropractors?" I feel a lot of ways about chiropractors. I want to tell you how I feel about chiropractors.
So we had a malpractice suit, probably.
Yeah, it was a car accident.
Oh,
It was a car accident, and it was like a personal injury thing. And
how did people feel about chiropractors?
so many. Now, I want to say this. Truly IQ level in there, really varied, but mostly in the lower end of things. Okay?
Well, and this is, our education system. We need to get this in control.
Like, for example, the guy was like, how many of you feel like, you're going to award her the fair amount of money? Even if it's $1, you're going to award her $1. And this man raises his thing. He's like, it's never going to be $1. It's going to be way more than $1. Like, they couldn't conceptualize things like that. And the
Well, he's right. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe he's too smart, if anything.
he just
I don't
couldn't-
think they should waste time in court if it's going to be
Yeah,
$1.
he couldn't grasp it. He
That
was
should
like,
be very small claims
yeah, that's
court.
what he was like, it's not going to be $1. One doctor's visit's more than $1. And the guy was like, well, I just mean, he was trying to explain it. And the guy just couldn't. And then you could watch the attorney just give up, just go to the next question. But yeah, most people in there were positive about chiropractors. One lady in there, they made you say like how many had been in a car accident and how many had been in a litigation as a result of a car accident. One lady in there had hit a little girl with her car.
Ooh,
Now, guess what her opinion was on
lock
it?
her up.
Now, they kept saying like, how many of you in here think this just should be settled out of court? Why do we need to get the courts involved? First one with their hand up. I wanted to scream, that's because you ran over a child. That's why you think that. Because someone's mom sued you for almost killing their child.
Yeah.
She was like, it was a long time ago, she said, when she told the story about it, because she knew everyone in the room was like, oh my God. It was a really weird 4 hours. But while I was in there, I said, let me crack open this little novel I got here. Ender's Game, it's called.
Oh, yeah.
A very popular science
There's a movie.
fiction novel. See, I didn't know that. I just knew it was a really popular science fiction. It's always on the list. So I've been trying to make my way down that. So I get it, open it up. I'm like, this is fun. This is interesting. I make it to about page 24.
Great.
This little boy is selected for a special space program or some shit.
Okay.
And he says to the guy, all boys? And the guy looks at him and says, a couple girls, but most of them can't pass the test.
Okay. Sounds like you should have said spoiler alert. It was like you were mad before.
I slammed that book like this.
Hold on. You're
The whole
spoiling
jury was
Ender's
like,
Game.
who's
And I can't say
the first
Sirius
24
Black.
the first 24 pages. I slammed it. I'm putting it in the trash can. I'm sick of this sexism and this bullshit.
You put it in the trash can?
No, I actually was going to see if you wanted to take it.
You thought I would like...
Well, I mean, I don't think you'll read it angry the whole time. Like I knew maybe the book isn't about sexism. Maybe it was just an offhand comment from a sexist guy who is, but maybe I could get past it. But I know the whole time I'll just be thinking that, and everything he does and says will irk me. So I don't want to put myself through the fucking frustration.
Yeah, because maybe it ends with like, hey, by the way, you're a girl. And he didn't know the whole time.
That would be something.
So.
Spoiler alert. Talk
maybe
about a spoiler alert.
Open it up. Keep it going.
I'm already open.
Check out page 25. See how you feel about it.
I have a feeling I'm just going to get angrier and angrier. Because then I Googled the guy, and apparently he's like a giant homophobe too, who wrote like an article, The Homosexual Agenda and stuff.
Well,
yeah, he's a no-go for me.
It was fun.
Yeah, but do you want the book? Would you like to
Sounds
take it?
Good.
So yeah, I had jury duty. What's new with you? Anything new before we really get into stuff? Because we got a lot to get
I'm
into.
excited.
A lot to unpack. I know you love that phrase.
I mean,
do you have to wear that on your face?
Let me just do a couple quickies.
Can we take it off?
What's up?
Can we take the thing off your face that you have on?
You have a problem with these. These are blue light blocking lenses that I attach over my prescription glasses. And they're blocking harmful light from entering my eyes. And what's wrong?
It looks so bad. And it's so distracting, that's all.
Oh, I guess it's all about looks.
Well, I mean, you're just talking about your tan and your
look
physique.
At you.
What? I'm wearing cute pajamas that you commented before we began recording were so cute that I could wear them out of the house like an outfit.
Said you could.
Like an outfit, he said.
Here's what I said.
He said, girlfriend, are those jams?
No.
That looks like a suit you're wearing. And I was like, thanks, Joe.
No.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation.
It's grandma chic. So, like, it's not, I think if you wore it out, people would be like, okay. But I don't think they'd be like, that's the runway look.
But they are pajamas, so it's pretty good for pajamas.
That's what, on a pajama scale, they're good.
Okay. So we'll leave it there, and we're agreeing.
And we'll leave it there.
We're friendly. Anyway, you were going to tell me what was new.
I just want to do a quick run through.
Okay, cool.
So the glasses, my eyes are going to be really, really nice. Really good.
Yeah, really nice.
I got invited to brunch on Saturday.
Okay.
I'm excited to do that with some friends from work. Now I think I'm cool at work.
Okay, cool. Well, but have you worn those at work yet? Those
No,
blue
I just
light?
got them in the mail.
Okay, so maybe wait till after brunch to do that.
My other friend, Esteban, he posted on his Instagram today about this this search engine, and it's called Ecosia. Have you heard of this?
No.
It's like your Google, it's like your Bing, but for every 45 searches you do, they plant a tree. And you know I care about the environment.
Yes, I do.
But I don't really do anything to help the environment. That's
I know
sort
that
of
as well.
the catch-22.
That's kind of how you are about a lot of things.
Yeah, I care about things, but I won't act upon the caring.
I know.
So, but this is really easy because I already search for things online. So I downloaded the Ecosia app. It's spelled ECOSIA.
Are they giving us money?
No, but they're giving us oxygen. They're giving the planet life.
They should have called it something else that's easier
That's
to
what I was
spell
thinking.
and say
Well, it's
and
like,
remember.
you got Google, you got Hulu, you got Flingling, and it's like Ecosia.
Yeah, come on.
But I get the eco part is good.
But something
But
else.
then
Yeah.
So everyone, because we have what? How many listeners do we have of this podcast?
I think there's like about 100,000 per episode.
100,000 per episode. So if you divide that by 45, so if everyone just did one search, and then you do the math, we're talking.
I'm not doing math.
We're talking.
You do the math.
Is that like 200 trees?
Yeah, it's about. I think if you have 100,000 listeners, it's like about 10,000 trees.
If we had 45 million listeners and everyone did one search, we would have 1 million trees.
Yeah, 1 million trees.
So that's easier math.
Yeah.
So, or just if you
Just
do,
if we had
you do
40, we'd get one tree.
if you do a few searches,
Probably more realistic.
then we could get even more than that because that's
Type
how
in
the
Laura's
math works.
boobs. Laura
Me?
Lee
Do you want
Bishop's
me to
boobs.
see what comes up?
Laura Lee Bishop's boobs. Yeah, I want to see what comes up at that.
I want to see
And
what
then
a
later,
Koja-
I want to say, show me your phone. What have you been looking at in there in front of a crowd of people? And then show everyone. This is a setup.
Oh.
What came up? What came
No,
up?
the first on Ecosia.com.
Yeah.
I think that's how you would pronounce that, right?
Ecosia.
Oh, Ecosia?
Who
Be
knows?
it too. Oh, it's .org, by the way.
Oh,
Shit.
okay. You really fucked that one up.
Ecosia.org.
Yeah.
But this is for Laura Lee Bishop's boobs. The first thing is from boobpedia.com.
Oh, Boobpedia. Great site.
And
Love it.
there's someone named Laura Lee who is a Swiss adult model.
Are you kidding me?
And this is the first you've heard of that?
Yeah.
I'm going to click it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
What if it were me?
there's her boobs.
What do they look like?
What do they look like?
They're okay. They're obviously implants, so I'm not like too into that.
She was born in 1980.
Nothing wrong with implants. I just like a pair of real big naturals,
But this
hanging low.
This website, Boobpedia, it's formatted just like Wikipedia, but it's for.
So my friend
boobs.
Ashley, she's on TV.
I know.
and,
I met her.
This is partly for the listener. You don't have to explain things there's other people involved here besides just you and your phone looking
know.
at boobs
Well,
right
I hope
now.
everyone.
Can you put it down and stop looking at him, please?
Well, I'm
He's
trying
scrolling
to plant
and scrolling.
trees.
You look at his search history and it's just all names with the word boo after. No, she's on TV and there's a website about feet that ranks their feet.
Sure.
She's on there, and she's been ranked a million times because she's on QVC and stuff. So she's always wearing.
modeling.
She's just always wearing in the like zoom in on her feet, and people will rank her feet like nice feet or like hot feet. It's like on a scale of like 1 to 5. I think she's like a 4.9. I want to know who gave her.
My feet have been on TV, but only locally. She's got national.
Oh
feet.
yeah. She's got those feet. Who knows where those feet have walked?
I'm gonna search for Joe Barlow feet.
Okay, cool. While you do that, I'm going to talk to the listeners of this podcast. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. This podcast is called Heavy Friending. It's about two strangers attempting friendship.
Thanks for letting them know what they're listening to.
That was our intro. So get ready because when we get back from break, which we're going to take here shortly, we're going to update you on some really important shit because last week on the podcast, we set up a dating profile for Joe. And I had control over it. And over the last week, I have been swiping left, swiping right.
No.
Swipe, really fast. Back and forth, back and forth.
Whoa, like a deck
Swiping
of cards.
my fingers all over the place.
Yeah, your fingers are bleeding.
Yeah, well, I've worked them a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, all over the place. And we're going to let you know how that's been going because I got a lot of feelings about it.
Ooh, I can't wait to know,
I know,
when
I'm
my
excited
first date
too.
will be with one of these.
Well, don't get too excited.
Oh,
We'll be right back.
let me be frank with
Hey,
you.
Frank, nice to meet you.
Damn it.
Okay.
All right. This is Frank.
You think that's how Frank talks?
No, he talks like this. Well, I'm the
it's a
guy
little
from
bit.
the from your jury duty.
Oh, man, there was...
How did he talk?
That guy?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, ma'am, there's a seat.
Okay.
Oh.
Was his name Frank?
Probably.
Ma'am, hi.
Yeah.
Do you have any money?
It's really transformed, but I like you're making it your own.
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee, yeah.
What I want to talk to you about, I plugged Ecosia.org.
A lot, I feel like, for not getting
And you
money.
can actually Google heavy friending on there. It was a prompt.
You said you could Google heavy friending on Ecosia. Get it straight.
I can Ecosia it?
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what's a bad name.
Yeah, well, Google's got a stranglehold on that.
Well, you used to say you can ask Jeeves.
Who did?
I did. Okay. I used to ask him all the time. I would say, penis. Boobs.
I think people said that as a joke that they would. I'm going to ask Jeeves because they all knew.
People, when Jeeves is around, we were little kids. So don't act like you were so cool. When I was doing Jeeves, when Jeeves and I were fucking around, I was like in junior high or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
this is when I got my first Hotmail.
What was your first Hotmail like?
What do you mean it was?
What was your handle? Your name?
Was it name? My email address?
Yeah.
It was wasup26.
Was it really? Was it really?
Yeah, it was. It was like WHAZZ underscore UP26.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah. What was yours?
Well, my first one was RadTad88 because my dad gave us names and he didn't know my birth year, which is 87.
Oh, he made that?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And we're having fun, and this show's all about fun
It
and
is
positivity,
fun,
and planting
positivity.
trees when we can, and when it's convenient and easy
for Joe.
for
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
But the point is, you could go to a website like, I don't know,
Ecosia.org.
or ecosia.org. You could Google, or you could
Ecosia.
Ecosia, like, I don't know,
Heavy friending Patreon. Yeah.
And you know what would come up is our Patreon page,
Mm-hmm.
and you can go there and you could contribute money. Because now look what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're planting trees. You should feel good about
That's
that.
the first thing. Planting trees. We should put that on our Patreon. Let them know
we
what their search did. We support trees. And the planting of them.
So you're going to feel good, and then you're going to go to our Patreon, and you're going to feel great because we're going to make you suck down all that oxygen that those trees created.
Amen.
And you're going to create laughter.
Amen.
And you're going to power your brain to function at a higher level, and you're going to need that oxygen.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
And so you can contribute to this show. You can contribute, I don't know, $1,
$2.
$3.
Hey, how about 10?
Why stop at 10?
Yeah. Keep it going.
$200 million
It's
a month.
per month. So make sure you have
You get to
funds for that.
choose, and that's the fun part too. You get to feel good, and how much you give will indicate how good you'll feel.
And you know that every time you give money to us, a tree is planted.
Because I'm going to be
Every
on
month,
ecosia.org.
a tree is planted.
I promise, if you contribute, I will do 30 Ecosia searches.
We already know you're going to do that, though.
Well,
There's a lot.
Because I already have a list of
sets
things I want to
boobs you
do.
need to
Yeah.
look
Why
up.
Joe Barlow boobs? What would come up?
Well, you told me earlier you wear a bra to sleep at night. So
Was that on mic?
no.
Oh.
So it makes it even weirder.
That was a joke.
Yeah. I don't know if it was.
And yeah, so log on to ecosia.org today. And Ecosia search heavyfriending.com or heavyfriending.patreon.
No, don't listen to him, guys.
Okay.
Listen, go to patreon.com
Actually-
/heavyfriending. Leave Ecosia out of it. And Joe and I'll just plant a fucking tree, okay? If you give us money. How about that?
It's too much work.
It is. It's a lot of work.
We'll go to ecosia.org.
Oh, geez.
Dude, these fuckers better plant some trees. We're back. Ecosia.org
Oh,
in the house.
Oh, jeez.
We're
What a
changing
week.
the world. Well, I am mostly.
Yeah.
But
Well, we are because I am you now.
that's true. This episode should be called Laura Catfishes.
Okay, but don't say that. Listen, this
Or
is
Laura
okay. Guys,
tries to catfish.
so that's been my main thing over the last week. Is that we'll see. First of all, for your bio, we had something like "This is Joe's friend Laura." La, la, la.
yeah.
and
we wrote that
was,
in last episode. Feel free to go back and listen.
Yeah, definitely
And visit
listen.
ecosia.org.
Oh my god! And then it was stupid because like I was thinking if I saw this, I'd be like, "Gross, bleh, ew," you know. So I took it off.
Okay.
For a long time, you didn't have anything there.
Oh, I just had an empty bio?
I just had, it was all empty pretty much.
Ooh,
Yeah. So I was swiping a lot. Okay. at the beginning.
you were?
Oh, I was
Okay.
swiping. I was, first of all, there's a lot of busted broads on there. Okay.
Oh, no.
I don't mean it in the looks department. I just mean like there's a bunch of
Just in all departments.
yeah, like they just sucked. Like everything they put sucked, and I
Okay,
was mad
good.
at them.
I support you.
So I was really like, this person's over here talking about celiac disease in her bio. It's like, why is that?
Did you
in
just
your
pull that up at random?
Yeah, celiac disease. I think I accidentally liked what she said. Oh, I got a new message. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Oh no, this is from last night that I didn't respond to. Okay, so let me roll it back. Okay, so I was swiping a lot. I
You had
didn't
no bio.
realize
It's like creepy if you don't have a bio.
okay,
Or weird, maybe.
Sure, maybe. But I didn't know that someone else had to like you before you could before they could see the message, I think is what it is.
Oh no.
So
I
if
don't know.
if someone messages you and you don't like them, you don't get the message. Because someone messaged me and I was like, nah, bitch. And I swiped her away.
Okay.
And I never got the message. So I had been messaging these broads, these cats, left and right. Okay. And I wasn't getting any action. But then, plus, I want to say you got 38 likes here. You got 38.
In 1 week?
38.
It's been like a week.
Yeah,
Wow.
38 women liked you, but I can't see them. Because you got to pay for that, which is bullshit. All right, so I was mad about that, but I got past it. So then what I started doing is I would find something specific on the lady's, page, and I would put a little joke to her. Okay.
This is so funny, by the way,
So,
that you're putting so much time.
I did. Well, I was trying to find different, so I changed your profile picture multiple times. I was trying to see, will that work better?
Honestly, it is like a science where you're trying to figure out, because sometimes I would change the main picture and then I felt like I wasn't getting as many likes. And then you're like, oh, I got to go back or I got to try a new one. And
Yeah. So I had the cowboy at first and I was like, maybe this is too much for people. Then I put it to the one of you pointing and I was like, maybe they think he's a douche. He's not getting that you're kind of being funny.
Right.
So I got rid of that one, put the cowboy back, added a couple new photos in there.
Oh, really?
Ones where I thought you looked nice, you know, like maybe not like so Princess Leia-ish like you did in that one photo.
So you got rid of Princess Leia?
No, I left that one. But
what?
Anyway,
how is that kept?
So for my first messages, like one girl was like, "Oh, I love yoga" or some shit, and I was like, "Oh,
wait, she messaged me that?
No.
Oh.
Her profile said that, and I was like, "Ooh, let me talk to her about yoga." So I was like, "Message, hey, I do a mean downward facing dog. Just kidding, I can't touch my toes." So those were kind of like they were all jokes. That one didn't work out. The opera singer, this one bitch was an opera singer. I said, "What a coincidence! I just performed an exciting rendition of Ave Maria in the shower." She didn't respond.
These are good, though. Actually, I respect your...
This is what I mean about I'm becoming you, though. Yeah. That I'm the host for you now. You're in me. Because every time I was writing a message, I was like, "Hi, Joe Barlow here." And I was, all my responses were things you would say.
Wow.
Furniture,
I can't wait to hear
this one chick,
these.
she was like, "Oh, I love putting together furniture." And I said, "I have an IKEA dresser with your name on it, if you're interested."
I think I said that to someone at one point.
Well, I think I told you that, so maybe that's why you think you said it. It's like in the memory back there. But you're welcome to use it anytime.
I'm not joking. I think I said that before.
Well, that's weird.
Something similar.
That's what I mean. I'm becoming you.
But OKCupid is easier to find things to message about than some of them because people actually do the bios.
Yeah. So I took a couple pictures of some of my responses to people. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I want to.
What some of my messages.
So wait, how many people do you think have responded to you?
Well, wait. Let me get to the messages.
Okay.
I'm going to take it step by step here. Okay, so this person put like things that she needs, or her intro was like things she loves, like humor, awesome friends, bread. So I said, "I have so much bread, you won't know what to do with yourself." This one, cakes, decorating cakes is one of my passions. Eating cakes is one of my passions. This girl, I have high expectations for myself, but I've also learned to go with the flow, stay grateful, and be okay with just being okay. And I said, as long as you don't have high expectations of others, we're in business.
I don't know if that would have worked out.
She said she had high expectations of herself. All right. This lady, Trump, her ideal day. Trump is impeached. MySpace comes back with a vengeance. I'm eating a cheese plate and watching Casablanca in bed.
Ooh, I like Casablanca.
And I said, "You had me at Trump is impeached," with a heart.
That was probably more you than me.
Please. You hate the bastard too.
I like all parts of that equally.
Then there's one of a girl where she's got her friends' faces covered with emoji faces. And I said, wait, which one is you?
Nice. Oh, that's good.
I sent a bunch of messages along that line.
Wow.
I didn't get
These
any.
are good.
Now, I want to say at first I wasn't messaging because I didn't know you needed to message because I didn't know they were never going to know we existed unless they liked me, or you. Sorry. I mean, I don't.
You're setting up dates for yourself.
So then,
you show up in your pajamas. You're like, hi.
And John has been
fancy.
laughing his ass off at it. He'll be like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, just updating the profile. So then I realized I got to work on your profile because I didn't have.
It's all about the prof.
So I changed your bio to self-deprecating TV host and podcaster with a soft spot for Pixar movies.
Oh, that's true.
Also,
People love Pixar movies.
I'm almost always joking, but never about Pixar.
That's, oh my gosh, that's good. I
Is
might
it?
use
You
that
like that
on
one?
some other
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, I tried to say something stupid. I feel like I really.
See, is it really catfishing though? If I agree with your
That's exactly
approach?
what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. I was telling John, I'm like, but I am being him. This is Joe talking to these girls, clearly.
And if we get married, I mean, I know I'm getting ahead of myself.
I don't know if you are. I don't know if you are.
You think I'm ready for this?
I think it could happen with what I've been doing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Aspirations.
This is
I'd like
amazing.
to.
Can I just say you've done better than I thought?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I thought you were gonna just, pardon my French,
fuck it up.
fart all over this.
Yeah. Yeah. Queef all over this fucking
No.
OKCupid. I
wouldn't-
did, which
I
is
wouldn't
it's
say
interesting. But
Oh, and by the way, OKCupid, because I posted, a thing.
Yeah.
OKCupid, their Instagram liked.
okay,
The
then how
post.
about you give us the premium and let me see who's been liking this
I know.
guy?
OkCupid,
Are y'all
guys,
listening? OKCupid.
you
Give
better be
us-
listening.
I don't want to pay $20 to see who's like me, but guess what? There was a point where I almost did it. I almost took our heavy friending Patreon money and said, fuck this. I need to see who these bitches are that've been liking me because I may have some things I want to say to them, but I haven't done it yet. So maybe
OKCupid should sponsor.
I'm thinking I may
the
do
next
it. I think
episode.
I may do it in the next week
Well,
because
let's-
I want to see these ladies.
It could be a trick, though, also.
What do you mean? Like we really don't have that many likes?
Yeah, they're like, oh, they all deactivated.
Okay, so then on your profile, aspirations. I'd like to be known for my James Dean devil may care attitude. I don't smoke, but I always keep a cigarette behind my ear. No?
I like that, but I was thinking about this the other day. I think cigarettes not cool to me.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool when a guy walks up, or I guess a woman maybe.
Mm-hmm,
I haven't thought about it as a woman, but I think a guy is so cool when he's just like eating an apple
Okay.
in public.
Okay, I'll put that
So
on here somewhere.
say I'm James
Something
Dean,
about an apple. No.
but instead of a cigarette, it's an apple.
Okay, cool. All right. That's a great note.
Yeah.
I value a sense of humor, unabashed individuality.
I value that, or I
Well,
want
we
them
value
to value that.
As
So I
in
want-
Joe Barlow values.
Am I
that.
saying I want them to have that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I tried to put one thing that seemed like genuine that wasn't a joke. And then my biggest regret that I didn't order these in wallet size. And it's the picture of you and your family with the flower crowns.
Flower Crown family at
I
JCPenney.
then added a new photo of you.
Oh,
Okay?
celebrity.
Because look at you with that tan in that one. You got a real natural laugh going there. You're
Yeah.
like having a good time. Like, yeah, this guy's weird. Look at him. He's a cowboy, but now he's fun. He looks like
And that's
someone
Bernadette Peters.
I could hang out with, right?
Yeah. And what's his name? Scott?
I did your Beyonce one because you told me it was getting
It
good
was
feedback
popular.
before.
Yeah.
So I did your Beyonce picture. You on this horse. I just liked it.
Me on the horse is fun. 'cause
Yeah, it's
sort
fun.
of more manly, but I'm in a nice outfit that's at a
Right.
wedding. So
Right.
I look good.
Yeah. And then I kept Billy Crystal and I kept the other ones. So I wasn't getting any. I got one message from someone
Yeah.
before not me messaging them.
Yeah.
And she was a no-go.
Okay.
So I swiped her away.
Sorry.
And I was thinking, I haven't even gotten a single fucking message. I've been putting this time in with these women.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting anything.
This is the feeling you can
And then
get.
last night,
Yeah.
as I'm about to step into the shower,
Uh-huh.
I'm nude. I'm naked from head to toe.
Yeah.
Dirty. Haven't showered yet. A dirty little girl with her phone in the bathroom gets a little message
Yeah.
from somebody. And I
Tell me.
open it. And what does it say?
What does it say?
You're incredibly adorable. And then my heart went, oh my God. Elise, Woo. So I'm like, let me see Elise. I'd already liked her. She'd already liked me. We both swiped.
Ooh.
You know, we got a match going here.
And she thinks I'm adorable. Or
Well,
you.
me.
She thinks you're adorable.
I'm adorable.
But in my body.
So
Your brain in my body. We should do that where I have a Bluetooth in my head on a date and then you're whispering what
That's
to say
perfect.
to
See,
her.
because I was wondering, how are we going to make a date happen for the podcast? We are. I'm just going to put it in your ear.
Or I think you could pretend to be the waitress.
We'll just
So
have
you
them
would
come
check
to
in
my
every.
house.
No, we'd go to a restaurant.
No, we'll set it up like one of those, MTV Boiling Points type things. We'll make it a restaurant in here.
Oh yeah, we'll just put a sign on your door that says
It's like-
Italian,
Yeah.
and then you'll be like, "How can I help you?"
Exactly. And then I'll just keep fucking
And
with
you'll
you
be
the whole time.
When you're like,
try to agitate
you should offer the lady her napkin, don't
Yeah.
you think? And I'd be like, "Thank you."
Yeah. I think we're writing a series right now.
This is good. Okay, so tell me more. So she thinks I'm adorable. I'm
Yeah.
flattered.
Yeah, I was flattered.
So
My
here's
heart
what
was
I would
racing.
say
My
to that.
heart was racing.
I would say, I'm flattered. I find you pretty adorbs.
Okay, so what I said is, my mom agrees.
Ooh, okay.
Winky face. Mm-hmm. But so are you.
Little cocky for me.
Little cocky for you?
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
My mom agrees. I don't know if that's cocky,
it's
sir. No
cocky
offense.
for me to brag about my mom.
So I said, my mom agrees, but so are you. But then I wasn't getting. I wanted something back right away. I wanted a conversation.
She's taking her time.
I'm standing in the shower. The water's hitting me on my back. I'm holding my phone, looking at my phone.
You're
saying,
in the
I'm in
shower?
the shower. I'm in it because I needed to really rinse up. I needed to get in bed. It was late, and I needed to rinse.
But now Elise is like,
But I'm like, bitch, come on. So I said. Then
So you
I
said that. You said.
I said, bitch, message me back right now. No. So then I look at her page. I'm like, let me look at this woman. All right. Let me see what she's all about.
Good. Yeah. What do we see?
She said she was really into Norwegian black metal. So I said,
That's scary.
she
to
hadn't
me.
messaged me back. So I said, I don't know much about Norwegian black metal though. ... She said, it's okay. I also don't. What do you know much about?
Ooh.
And I didn't respond. That's it. That's where I left it.
Oh, that's where you left it?
That's where I left it. That's where I left it. Because then I had a moral crisis.
Okay.
Because I thought,
So you're in the shower crying.
well, I actually texted you from the shower. And I was like, hey, we got a message.
Yeah.
We got a message.
Yeah.
And I said, I think this is bad. I think this is wrong.
Yeah.
What we're doing is wrong. Because
What
there's
we're
a girl.
doing, you're the one
There's
doing
a
it.
girl. You're complicit.
So far, so good.
There's a girl laying in bed going, look at this adorable guy. Oh, God.
He's the one.
I'm going to marry this man.
This man's
and
the
he
man
doesn't
I've been
know
waiting for.
that this man has a vagina and she's standing naked texting her from the shower.
Yeah.
Now think about that.
Here's why this isn't a problem.
Okay. Please help me feel better.
Do you know how many times anyone who's online dated knows that you will sometimes just be talking to someone and you might think it's going great. You might even have agreed to, you might have said, oh, hey, you want to go get a drink next week? And they say yes. And then when you follow up, dead silence. You don't know why. You don't know. So I feel like this is, as long as it doesn't get to the point where
You guys are walking down the aisle and I'm
Right.
still
And
the
then
one
we're like, I'll
responding.
be there,
You've
honey.
never talked in
Yeah.
person and I'm always messaging her.
I think
But
either we
also-
would go out or we
Yeah.
wouldn't. But if we don't go out, it's fine.
I also feel
not a
like
big deal.
I'm now dating this person though. I'm married, Joe.
Oh, so you
I
are
can't
cheating.
date a
It's an
woman.
emotional cheat.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, when's she gonna message me back? Oh,
Well, you left her
thinks
hanging.
I did. I went for a couple reasons. Okay, first of all, I want to think about my next move.
Yeah.
Okay, but second of all, I wanted her to know, bitch, I ain't easy. You ain't just gonna get this Joe Barlow ass.
You can't
like
just say,
that
I'm adorable and then,
and unzip me. All right, this is gonna take some whining and dining.
yeah,
okay,
thank you.
yeah,
'Cause I'm worth
so
that.
I figured. She says, "What do you know much about?" ? She's pretty much begging me to say, "Why don't we get a drink sometime and I'll tell you all about it?" Type of thing.
I
You
don't
know what I
know
mean?
if- I don't know if
I
that's
think
where
she's
she
like,
is.
"Let's go straight for drink. Let's go straight for. Let's just cut the bullshit. Let's go straight to the date." So. I wanted to discuss that with you because you are a part of this.
I would not go straight from one question to,
Right,
I'll
but
tell you about it.
as your advisor, as a part of you now, as an extension of you, and someone who's advising you, I say it's a good idea just to say, how about we grab a drink sometime and I can tell you
it's too soon. You got to build.
why. Don't you think maybe that's part of the problem? Why are you just cut the bullshit out? You're wasting too much time. If you met this girl, you'd know after meeting her whether you want to talk to her anymore.
I don't want to
instead of spending
waste
weeks
my time.
messaging.
I think I'm wasting my time more by going to a place.
Okay, so what do you want me to say back to this? What is a response that
What
you
do
would
I know
say?
about?
Yeah, what do you know about? I was going to say, late night TV, but I don't know. I'm not.
No, it's got to be a joke. We're
I
still.
feel like am I still joking? That's what I was going to ask you too. I was going to say I don't know much about anything really. Like I'm a fucking idiot or some kind of self-deprecating thing.
You could go that route. You could say I don't know much about history. Don't know much biology.
That's not good.
Don't know much about science
books.
Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know.
So you don't think that's too soon?
I love you. That might be too forward.
What if you said, I know I love you? And that would be funny,
that
wouldn't
would
it?
be funny. I feel like one time it ended with her not responding. But I said something like, I think we just matched and I didn't have anything to say. So I was like,
I love you.
I was like, does this mean we're married now? Which I thought was funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
And she did not respond.
What's the deal with people?
That's funny.
Because I was telling good jokes to these broads.
I like
and I'm
them,
not getting any fucking traction.
But this is good. I mean, if they're not responding,
fuck you.
Sorry.
You don't
fart
get it.
on them.
Yeah, queef on those bitches.
That's how I feel.
Cool. So what should I say back? I need to know.
Okay.
Let's do it together.
Yeah. I would say it still needs to be funny.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it could be a little true.
What do you know?
Because
about?
How about maybe a true self-deprecation?
Okay.
Like, I know too much about the 1970s Planet of the Apes series.
That's what you're going to go with?
I'm just saying, I'm spitballing. This is sort of a brainstorm.
Okay.
But, something like that where it's like, I know too much about Feedopedia. What was it? WikiFeet?
No.
So that something like that where it's like, I know a lot about, but I'm ashamed.
Yeah.
I know my favorite cuddle position.
I don't get her. Favorite cuddle position. Because now I have skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you fucking it up for me. You don't want me fucking it up for you. Well, this is a mutual thing here.
I feel no pressure.
Yeah, I know you feel no pressure, but at the same time, I can't respond to her because some of it I don't know. I don't want to say what I know too much about because you're going to go on a date with her and she's going to say, how do you know? You love audio engineering and fucking audio software.
Well, that would be a horrible answer.
But what I'm saying is I can't say what I know too much about. I can't say what I know about because I got to say what you know about. I was going to say like late night TV. I was going to get serious there and tell her a little bit about my actual self.
Maybe we could do that, but in a fun way.
Okay.
Like I know too much about.
Why don't I say, I know it took me a really long time to answer this question.
But then you have to give her a real answer though.
Because I fucking didn't know what to say because I think you're like really beautiful and I'm I don't know. That's the shit women like to hear though, that you are so amazing. I'm speechless, bitch. Bitch, you made me speechless. Okay?
I'm concerned about what you wrote to some of these people.
No. Everything I wrote was very respectful. Okay, I'm a really respectful guy, all right?
Respectful.
I'm a real respectful guy.
Okay, I think you could say, let's do that.
Okay.
So we'll start with that. We'll say, I know, whatever you said. I know it's taken me a really long time.
It took me too long to respond to this.
Mm-hmm. And I also know a lot about late night talk show hosts.
Dead ass. Huh? Late night talk show hosts. Okay.
Right? Because then it is funny. Ish.
Late night TV, I feel like we should say.
Well,
but to sound like Skinamax.
That could be pornographic, yeah.
Well, maybe we make it like late night TV, not Skinamax, but
this is getting too long. I think.
Okay.
You've been reading too many books.
Why can't we just talk a little bit? You know, she's not active right now. Too. She's not active right now.
Well, because she's waiting.
I need that little green dot.
She's gonna get a notification.
I need that little green dot.
When we sneak
that little green dot
into that inbox.
Oh yes.
She's gonna become active.
Oh, yeah.
You
She's
know what
going
I mean?
to be getting real green.
Yeah.
Real green dot going.
Yeah.
Okay. But I do know a lot about.
Can I read her bio or?
Yeah. But
Maybe not
I
on
want
mic
to
or-
respond.
I think, what do you have so far?
I know it took me too long to respond to this. I didn't know what to. I want you to say something like, I didn't know how to respond because I was nervous or something. You know, like.
If you want to say that, go ahead.
Oh,
This is
geez.
your message.
No, I don't want to say that. Because now I wouldn't say that. I'd be
I
like,
wouldn't
hey,
say
what's
that.
up? You're welcome. I'm back. Miss me?
Okay, this is good though.
But what if we didn't say, I took too long to respond? Say, I don't really know a lot about anything type of thing. I'm kind of an idiot. I only have my good looks.
I think it's
I always rely on
better
my
to
good
say
looks.
that you know a lot about like I know a lot about Tamagotchis. You know, like something that's maybe like
real
a reference,
sexy
a
like
fun
that.
reference.
Something real sexy like that. Tamagotchis.
It's not trying to be sexy.
How about Oceana.org? Or
Ecosia. I do know a
Ecosia.org.
lot about that. I know that it exists, and I know that
They plant a
it
tree.
makes me feel good for searching for inappropriate content.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know a lot about late night TV hosts.
It's so boring.
It's not boring, but it's stupid. Okay.
I prefer Planet of the Apes.
Okay, okay.
The original Planet of the Apes. It has to be the original Planet of the Apes.
But I also know a lot about the original
Yes, because I love those movies.
Planet of the Apes movies. So you're good with that?
Yeah, say that and then send that message.
Let's get a little monkey emoji, maybe. How
Ooh,
about
that's
that?
fun.
Just hit her with that hard monkey.
One of the ones that's
Slap her
covering
with
its
that.
ears or something.
I just got a little monkey like this. Like, oh, hey, I'm a little monkey. Ooh, look at
Oh,
me.
like just the
Like,
full body monkey.
Full body. Yeah, you want to know full body. That's sexy.
Okay, good.
It's a sexy
so send that.
emoji. All right. So I know it took me too long to respond to this, and I also know a lot about the original Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm hitting send.
and then you need to hit her with, what do you know about eggplant emoji?
How about what about you?
Okay,
Question.
or that.
And then eggplant, water spurt. Think good?
See, you've done
Yeah.
dating before.
Well, I've done dating. I'm married. Okay. All right. So
You graduated from dating.
let me tell you a little bit about this person.
Okay, great.
All right. She doesn't have a lot about her.
Mysterious.
Looking for someone who's into Norwegian black metal, but if not, that's cool too.
So that was a joke because she said she doesn't know about it.
Exactly.
Good. I like her humor.
And the last show she binged was Pen 15 in Broad City. And I was like, okay,
I like Broad. I haven't seen Pen 15.
it's really good.
Is that a comedy or is it?
Yes,
what
and
is
it's
it?
funny.
Okay. Because I was in that club in high school, but I forget.
So then she didn't have that many pictures of her. Well, she has pictures, but a lot of them are other things, like funny things, like this. Like
What
not
is
pictures
that?
of her. Like there's a cow in the water.
Why? What does the caption say?
The cow in the water. I mean, basically.
That the caption says.
I mean,
I
basically.
mean, basically. Okay.
Yeah. But this is her right here. You ready?
Okay. Whoa.
She's cute, right?
She looks.
I think she's cute.
I think she's cute. She almost looks like and I mean this in obviously a positive way.
Okay.
She looks like an elven princess.
Of course she would mean that in a positive way. Who would take that any other way? If someone told me I looked like an elven fucking princess.
Doesn't she? I would never tell her that.
And that's her profile picture right there.
Oh man, she's
cute,
Yeah,
right?
she's
Okay,
cute.
exactly. See, I don't.
But she's definitely got that nerdy thing going on.
Well, pot
No.
kettle.
I know I'm not. I'm saying that as a positive thing.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all I've got going right now.
Whoa.
Okay.
Now I wish I would have known before that we were messaging an elven princess.
Exactly. You
I
think I'm
would've-
going to message some...
I would've stepped up.
You think I'm going to message some fucking orc? Some troll? Some little dwarf?
I didn't know.
All right? I'm messaging the fucking primo shit right here, okay?
Oh gosh.
Joe Barlow doesn't date below. Joe Barlow dates up. Okay.
Well, you gotta. You don't
gotta.
go down.
You gotta date up. All right. So
They go low, I go high.
I just wanted. Oh, another thing I think is interesting is that we matched with each other yesterday or day before yesterday. I didn't message her though. I didn't message her.
She did.
And she messaged
Which
me.
I respect too. Because
She was like, I can't wait any longer. I got to get some of this Joe Barlow dick
this guy
right now. That's what she said in her mind.
And the pictures, when she swiped right, it was like some of these weird ones you had. It was like Leia,
Yeah, they're
me
all
as
weird.
Princess Leia.
Oh, yeah.
Cowboy.
She's into it. She's like, oh, you be Princess Leia. I'll be Jabba Ho. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
I be a princess, she be a princess. Elf.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
My heart is a flutter.
Yeah, I know. But this is my main concern though. And it's real. It's a real concern.
What, that we've built this on a bed of lies?
Yeah, that you will actually like this girl or one girl on here, and that it will be you will get in a tough position. Because as a joke, all joking aside, you will be in a tough position if you do go on a date with one of these people and like them and continue to date them, because you're going to have to eventually tell them this whole thing, and there's never going to be a good time to tell them.
This whole thing meaning that this is a podcast?
Yeah. And that we talked about it on the air, that I was messaging them, not you. Like the first time you ever talked to them was me naked in the shower.
Why did you always have to say that?
Because
part?
I'm always going to be naked in the shower when I talk to these ladies, all right? My husband's sleeping out there. I got to go in the shower. I got to turn the water on. He can't hear me.
2 floors. You could come down here.
He can't hear me. Texting. I got to turn the water on. I got to get naked.
Hear
I gotta,
you texting.
I
It's
have
a
to get
touch
naked.
screen.
No, but I make noises. I'm like, make different kind of sounds.
If you were down here.
No. I got to strip off all my clothes because I have to become you. I can't have on my garb because my stuff's too cool. My stuff's too cool.
Do you want me to leave some stuff for you?
That would be, you got like some cologne too. I want to like really mist it onto myself.
I could get you some Old Spice, or
I could at least come here and I'm gonna have like a shrine of shit, lighting candles.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
this delightful person,
delightful. I hope I didn't wait too long to respond. It's been 24 hours.
Fine.
It's been 24 hours.
Fine. It's busy.
Okay.
It's April. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Everyone knows it's the April.
Everybody's
rush.
fucking in April.
It's the April rush.
Yeah.
I think she, based on her sense of humor and just the joy she has in her eyes, I think she would think this is funny.
She'd be cool with it.
I think she'd think it's great.
You think she'd think it's great though that I'm the one messaging her?
I think
Maybe we just never tell that part and hope she just doesn't listen to the podcast.
I think we destroy
John
this
doesn't-
podcast
John doesn't listen to the
tomorrow if we have to.
John doesn't listen to this podcast
That's right.
ever. Listen, John, you motherfucker, I'm divorcing you. Okay, you hear me? He's never gonna hear that.
Okay.
Ever.
I just
like
feel
he doesn't know what
someone
I'm doing
could
in the
play that for him.
shower,
then.
okay?
Someone could play that for him.
His friends don't listen to this either.
Okay.
No. We're in different places. You know what I mean?
All right.
But I am concerned. Yeah, I'm concerned for that because
I think don't worry about it.
Okay. All right.
Because that's not like that deal. Like if this was a movie, I don't think that would be a good climax if it was like, wait, you had a podcast episode about this?
No.
Be like, no, it's not a big deal. It was to start, but now I'm me.
So what needs to happen though is you cannot tell her right out of the gate. You need to go on a couple dates before you say, oh, by the way.
I thought the first date should be her on the podcast as a guest.
How are we going to broach the subject with that? And who's going to actually go, see, you got me doing all this work with these ladies and you're going to run them right off. Okay? I don't want to run them right off, Joe.
I don't either. But I think that'd be a good episode.
Yeah, it would be.
To have your first, remember the beginning of this show? Two strangers.
Yeah.
Didn't know. Oh, how about this? 2 strangers go on a date and fall in love over do a spin-off podcast.
First
we
of
don't
all,
even need
what
you.
you're
You
saying,
could be our engineer. You're
fuck
here.
You. I am you. I would be you on the spinoff. Very clearly. I'm the one who started this relationship and I'll end it. Okay?
Can you imagine? We've documented friendship and then we move to love?
Do you realize
Do you know how many awards we would win?
we could both date her and she probably wouldn't even know the difference?
What do you mean both date her?
Well,
and how
we could both go on dates with her. Like you could go one week, I could go a different week. She probably wouldn't
In
even
person?
know. Yeah, she probably wouldn't even know.
What are you talking about?
Like I would say, hey, good to see you again. And she would be like, oh my God, Joe, I just wear your clothes, like a little disguise kind of thing. You know?
How would you speak?
You know how I would speak.
That's the problem.
Hi, it's Joe. Nice to see you again.
I don't see
Spot
how
on.
that's
spot on.
I don't see how that's even close.
It's very close. I am you now, and just accept it. It's kind of what I've always wanted.
I should do a spin-off podcast now that I think about it.
Sure. Yeah.
Love. It would be called Heavy Lovin'.
Okay. Heavy petting is better, but
Lovin' in the oven.
oh, so you're going to impregnate one of these ladies?
Oh, is that what that means?
Well, I don't know.
Well, that would be actually the next series. So it would be Lovin', and then it would be Creating the Family. Heavy Family.
Creating the family.
And then Heavy.
No, you're not doing a spinoff.
And then
Everything you
Heavy
do is with
Creating
me.
a Will.
Heavy dead.
Heavy.
Heavy Laura pissing on my grave. Yeah, bitch. Leave this podcast and I'll piss on your grave. That's what I'm saying. And then I'll marry your ex fucking wife because we fell in love to begin with. Okay? Guys, we're going to keep updating you on this as it unfolds.
Oh, I hope we get a part 3. I hope we get a part
I do too. It's not going to be next week though. Okay? Because this has got to.
Yeah, we don't have time. I know because
things have to marinate.
Yeah, we have to.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to keeping the conversation going. You have to see if she reveals anything weird, and then maybe you'll get another match and be like, "Oh, I thought she was the one, but now." But that's you can fall into a deep trap there.
Yeah. No, I'm sticking with her until she gives me the boot, us the boot. You know,
I'm excited. Okay, this is good.
So, guys, we'll keep you informed. We'll keep you posted. If you want really current, up-to-date reports, you gotta be a patron. So you're gonna have to go to patreon.com/heavyfriending to do that. You can use fucking ECOSHA or whatever the fuck it's called to find us.
ECOSIA.
And we'll see you guys next week on the podcast. And next week, we're doing something real fun next week.
You can't tell them.
I know. I never like to tell them because what if we don't do it and then it doesn't happen? But this one's fun. We're doing karaoke. We're gonna sing some songs together. No, this is for me and you. Two of the same person. Like a mirror, like looking into a mirror.
Yeah.
Ooh. We got a lot of pussy to get over next week. You know what I'm saying? I said pussy way too many times last week too. Editing it, I was like, oh no, I said it.
You said the B word a lot today.
Well, I can say that because I'm a woman.
That's why I said the B word. Because I
Thank
know
you.
I
I
can't.
appreciate it, Joe. I do. I appreciate it. Me, because I'm you.
Okay.